Hey y'all, we are 3LW
and you're checking out the Larry Picket Show.
That's the way it is, and that's the way it is.
What's going on, everybody? LP here, hitting you with another exclusive. This time I got 3LW, and I'm going to let y'all introduce yourself out there, starting with you.
What's up? I'm Keely.
All right?
Hey, I'm Naturi.
Hey, this is Adrian.
All right, you're here on the TRL tour doing your thing. You got to let everybody know, how did 3LW get together?
Well, actually, Keely's mom is our manager right now, Michelle Williams, and she used to manage artists like Joe, CeCe Peniston. So she was in the business for a while. So Keely decided, hey, I want to start a group. Her mother was like, I bet, let's do this. So they held auditions, found Adrian, found me, and we didn't know each other. We weren't friends at first. We actually had to learn to get along. But that's how we came together, and then we started making our album.
Showcase for Tommy Mottola, and he gave us our record deal at Sony Epic.
Wow, and you said you had to learn to get together with each other. Was that hard?
Yeah, it was a little difficult. It was a challenge. Keely might know about that
Yeah,
one.
let us know a little bit about that.
Well, it was just Naturi and I, we had some conflicts. We just didn't get along very well.
Well, why not? What kind of issues were you dealing with?
She doesn't understand me.
Naturi just won't listen. That's what it is. Nah, actually, the funny thing is, we always, Adrian's like, and you know what? No. Nah, actually.
Okay, we'll let you explain it.
I think what happens in our situation is that we're so different from one another. Everybody comes from different areas, and we're raised very differently from one another. So when we first got together, everybody had different opinions and a different way of looking at things. And we kind of had to formulate something that would fit all of us, which musically, we definitely took pieces that we loved from one another, blended that, and we started to blending our personalities as well, learning from each other, and learning that it's cool to be different from each other. You just learn to love each other and learn things from your differences and love each other no matter what.
Gotta keep the peace. Gotta keep the peace, you know?
Yeah, but it wasn't always like that, just so everybody knows, okay? This was not perfect.
All right, but it's perfect now.
Well, our music and the way we blend our personalities and our harmonies, and when we get on stage, it is perfect. The blend that we have and the relationship that we share with each other is perfect, so.
Okay.
I must say.
What made you want to get into music?
I didn't. Actually, I was doing acting before, and I kind of woke up one morning and was like, you know what, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys are doing it, and they're selling 12 million records. I could do this. So I was like, Mom, and she was like, cool. So.
Okay. And for the people who don't know, let's run down your ages for everybody.
I'm 15.
15.
I just turned 17.
17.
17. So how does it feel being so young, out on the road, doing a national tour like you guys are doing? Is it hard being away from home?
It's definitely hard being away from home. I mean, we definitely want to be around our family and our friends and stuff like that, and we miss them. But it's sort of an accomplishment that we've been brought on this TRL tour. We love watching TRL. We love all the other acts that are on this tour, Destiny's Child, Eve, Nelly, and all of them. So it's a wonderful accomplishment, so it's something to sacrifice. It's a great tour.
Okay, you speak about liking everybody on the tour. Who are some of the people who you grew up listening to and influenced by?
Well, I will say, and still, I know we all listen to Destiny Child. Like, every photo shoot, we were pumping their second album, Writings on the Wall. I mean, I know every single word. Like, before I was in 3LW, I was like, Destiny's Child, Destiny's Child. Because they're an older girl group who have kind of set the way for a lot of the upcoming young girl groups like 3LW. So we're very thankful that they've come this far. So.
Hey, who are you influenced by?
I love Eve. I think Eve is really, really hot. I liked her first single, Somebody Help Me Out Here. No, that's from this album. I mean, the first one. No, the one, what I really want, that one. Sounds Y'all Want to Hear. That song was my favorite because she had a little salsa dancing in it. I was like, oh, let me find out. I like that song. That's right.
Okay, so Destiny's Child, Eve, and what about you?
Are we supposed to be saying people from the tour, right?
Not necessarily. Like, who are you influenced by?
Oh, well, I like alternative music, so I was definitely influenced by a lot of pop music and stuff like that. I'm really into Steve Miller Band and Fleetwood Mac, kind of 70s bands.
Wow.
My thing.
Okay.
My thing.
That's kind of odd being young, being just 15 and liking 70s.
How do you know them? But I go out to their concerts and stuff like that. I got into it for my sister, so. What are you guys laughing at over there? There I go today. How do you go? I was making the old people voice. Leave me alone.
That's the old people voice. All right, so where do you guys see yourself another 10 years from now? And I'll start with you.
Well, we definitely think that 3LW is going to be a worldwide success. We all have really high hopes for 3LW to become, just a household name for people all over the world to enjoy and love our music. So that's really important to us.
Okay. 10 years from now.
10 years from now. Well, I know this sounds unfortunate. If 3LW isn't together anymore, I'll just move on and make a lot of money on my own side. I'm just kidding. No, I was like, actually, I just see 3LW continuing to be friends because we've been through a lot together and we've grown a lot and we've learned a lot from each other. So if we're not 3LW anymore, at least I know that 10 years from now I could say Keely's going to still be my girl and Adrian's going to still be my girl. So.
Okay, what do you think?
10 years from now, I'll be 27. That means I'll be on my way to get married. These two will be my bridesmaids. I'll be having babies. I'm just kidding.
I'll be pregnant with no shoes on in the kitchen making breakfast. No, I'm just kidding.
No. I think 3LW will still be remembered, even if we're not still together, 27 years old. I don't think we'll exactly be little women anymore, but it's a thing at heart, and if we still are together, that would be dope. But if not, I know that our first single, No More, will still be impactful, and people will still be playing it on the radio. 20 years from now, 30 years from now, people will still be like, remember those oldies, 3LW, No More? It'll be an oldie but a goodie.
Okay, let's talk about the name. How'd you get the name 3LW?
Well, actually, Keely's mom came up with the name. Her family came up with the name. Her grandmother from actually the book Little Women, which is basically about girls who were young but mature and were able to hold down on their own. And that's basically what we're about.
There's a lot of people out there trying to get into the music industry. You have any advice for them?
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work, just so you know, keeping it real. It's a lot of challenge, so be willing to make a lot of sacrifices and put your all into it, because the more you put into this, the more you'll get back, so do your best.
What's your advice?
I would definitely say put yourself out there. I mean, there is a lot of talent searchers, scouts all over the place looking for new talent. So get up wherever you can and sing. Just showcase your talent. If you play the piano, bring your piano with you and just play. Definitely just put yourself out there, showcase your talent, join whatever kind of community things you can join, just to showcase yourself and put yourself out there.
Okay.
I would definitely say have determination. I mean, if you believe in yourself, nobody else can stop you. That's just what I think. And just believe in yourself, have determination.
And you talking about some of the challenges that you have to go through. Talk about some of those.
Whoa. All right, I don't want to name too many because I don't want to scare you guys away.
Turi's man cheated on her, and we had to help her through that. That was a 3LW struggle.
No more, baby, I'ma do right.
Tell him, no more, baby, I'ma do right.
Anyway, one of the many challenges that exist, for real, on the road is, I would say dealing with a lot of disappointments. Like when you hear you're going to be doing something, get all excited about one thing, and then you hear, and things get mixed up, and you're like, dang, I really wanted this, or things happen, and you have to be willing to say, dang, there are a lot of disappointments, and you got to roll with the punches,
Okay.
I would definitely say one of the biggest challenges that I think 3LW has been able to, override has been, people taking us seriously. Although we're young, people now have taken our music seriously. I think when we first came out with the song No More, people were like looking at us like, who are these little girls? They don't know nothing about I could do battle by myself, right? People always come to me and tell me that. I'm like,
you know about No More, baby, I'ma do right. We're like,
Yeah.
we know a few things.
yeah, and I think they didn't really understand that although we were young, we had experienced a lot of things that song actually Naturi had experienced. And if we haven't experienced the songs that we sing, we're singing from one of our girls' point of view, so maybe something our sisters have experienced or somebody older than us. So I think that was one of the biggest things, being able to have people take us seriously.
Okay. What about you?
Well, one of the biggest challenges about being on the road.
You can't even be serious.
I can't. I was really going to be like, one of the biggest challenges about being on the road is, being away from boys. That's really stressful. Nah, I'm just kidding. Just being away from your friends and family. It's kind of hard. That's like one of the biggest things. I mean, getting up early, stuff like that. It's just normal teenage stuff that you want to do. Most teenagers want to sleep till 10 on Saturdays, and we're like, no, let's go do press interviews and stuff like that. So it's definitely a sacrifice, but a big responsibility. We definitely have to be there for our fans and, be in the public side. Like, part of us are like, no, I want to stay in bed, but the other part's like, no, we got to do this. This is our responsibility as role models for teens. So.
Okay. And that was the next question about guys. Is there another 15-year-old out there that you're looking for?
Well, does he have to be 15? No, I'm just kidding.
How old do you want him to
No,
be?
I'm just kidding, everybody. No, we're not going to give you the normal artist answer that's like, no, we don't have boyfriends. We're just so focused on our career. I mean, we're focused on everything. I mean, this is our dream, but there are a lot of cute boys out there, man. Serious. Now, actually, I mean, we're all single, but you know, we have our friends, we have our people that we chill with and stuff like that. So it's okay.
All right. Is there any groups out there or solo artists that you want to work with in the future?
Actually, I remember before this tour started, we were always saying it would be cool to work with Destiny's Child and do like a big sister, little sister thing, because they're like the older independent women. 3LW's holding it down on the, teenage level. So it would be cool to collaborate on something and see how it works out. That would be hot.
Okay. And anybody who you want to work with?
Ricky Martin. I love Ricky Martin. He's very cute, and I like his style. He keeps his Latin flavors strong.
Well, let him know he might be watching. Tell him.
Ricky, te amo. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. It's cool.
All right. So for the people who haven't got the CD yet, you have to let them know, and I'm gonna go one by one, why they need to go to the store right now and go pick it up.
You need to go cop 3LW's album because we are representing for the teens of the new millennium. I mean, our album has R&B, hip hop, pop, everything that you could possibly want is on our album. It's just a chronicle of normal teenage life. Older people can enjoy it because you can think back of when you were our age and you can be like, oh, I remember when I was feeling that way about my first crush. Little kids can feel it just because it has some nice beats, stuff that you could dance to. Our album is a party album. It's a cry album. You could just sit there, cry with your friends. It is definitely dance album. It is a revenge album. You could be like, no more, baby, I'm a do it. You're like keying your man's car and stuff like that.
Don't do that.
I'm just kidding. Nah, our album is it's very worldly. It's very universal, and you should really cop it.
Okay.
Well, seeing as you said give one reason, she gave about 5, I'm going to think about, so now, okay, One of the reasons I think you should go out and get the 3LW album is probably that we all sing. And I would say a lot of people, buy albums and say, dang, you hear the same voice. It might as well be a solo album. We're a group, and in our album we show that each and every one of us have distinct voices. We have our own styles. We sing differently about different things, and that's what's cool about our album, that we all sing.
Okay.
I would say go cop our album because we're real. I think that's one of the biggest things, is that everything we talk about in an album is something that's real that happens in everyday life. And also because I think when you listen to our voices, they're not as teeny bopper as, a lot of people have made us up to be. Listen to it, absorb it. It's hot and very positive.
What's your plans after or even during the music business? You have any plans for movies or anything like that?
Definitely. 3LW would definitely like to venture into all areas of entertainment, not just singing. We'd love to do producing, writing, acting. That would be really cool. We've already done 2 shows. We did a show on Nickelodeon called Taina. Maybe some of you have seen it. We also did a show on Disney called The Jersey, and that was really fun. It'd be cool if we had our own sitcom. Definitely. Everybody says that. They're like, you guys have so much personality. You guys should do your own show. We're like, maybe we should, So
Acting for you?
Oh, yeah, like she said, we'd all love to do acting. I always wanted to be an actress since little, and we all have a lot of drama, so we're real dramatic, so we'd be able to handle the acting thing too.
Okay. Well, another exclusive for you right here, LP, and we're going to go into this video right here, all right? So check it out.